So this is for the freshest Nigerian graduates or those who are still in the NYC environment about to pass out. If you don't want to end up being an old taker graduate, because we have the old taker. In Yahoo industry, we have the old takers. In graduate industry, we have the old taker graduates. Who are the old taker graduates? The old taker graduates are those who don't find work, tired. Did they study well? Yes, they did. But then they end up being old takers. Now, if you don't want to be an old taker in this category, there is a hack I want to give you for free. It's an awareness. It's something that you must master. It's something that you must have at the back of your mind. Once you are out, you apply this very thing in the system and you set yourself free. And most of the times, know that most of you that will end up confused, frustrated, and become old takers are mostly those percentage of people who didn't plan well, who jam for some reason, did some one or two things, who want to leave the comforts or rather the environment of their parents. They are too familiar with them, they just want to leave. I understand, I respect that kind of feeling. These are the kind of people that will end up being old takers, because once you didn't start planning for anything, you will end up being confused. Nobody will tell you this now, but the labor market currently in Nigeria doesn't need graduates who are still trying to learn one or two things. They need perfect graduates, but it's not supposed to be, so it's wrong. That is the reason why you have to master this very hack I want to tell you. If you finish, especially if you're in this very category, if you finish, try as much as possible to have this awareness at the back of your mind that you are in the labor market to solve a problem. I don't know how you want to do it, but you are in the labor market to solve it. This is the only way you are going to excel, so that you don't go and hold on to any certificate or try to blame any government in the future. You are in the market to solve a problem. It is your duty to know how you are going to solve a problem. And the best way to solve this very problem is not to go and start funding yourself to start, find a company, find an existing company that solves problem. Listen to me, that solves problem, especially the ones that are still new. There are still new companies that are ethically sound, legally okay. Find them and join them to grow and solve people's problem. In the course of doing this, you are learning entirely. You are growing. Because trust me, everything about surviving, being wealthy, doing is all about solving another man's problem. And how are you going to do this? Don't start looking for companies that are already established, that are known, to join. Yes, they are good, but then look for, lower companies. Your purpose in life and growth doesn't have to end up in that very company. So look for companies that have flexibility, not flexibility for you to do anyhow, flexibility of meeting clients. Now, if you are solving their problems by meeting clients, that is where you have advantage. Meet clients, solve their problems. You didn't just close a client, you close somebody who is also capable to make you a friend, to make you a consultant, and too many things. That's how network grows. Think about your network, because most of your identity, most of what you people understand about the labor market is very static. The labor market is fluid. Man is fluid. You understand? So you don't expect the labor market to be static. If you're not thinking 3 years ahead, you are going to be stuck. You're going to be an old taker graduate. First 1 year, 2 years of you being outside school, don't relax during that first 2 years. Look for companies that will make you be in the field where you have to create and have your own network. Because how are you going to build your network if you're going to be just in the office and all those kind of find companies you are going to close clients for? These are things that companies need.